I'm making some vodka sauce with shrimp and rigatoni. I got the water boiling. That's pink sea salt in the bottom there, or pink Himalayan salt. I've cooked down one whole onion chopped with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and a 1/4 cup of butter. To this, I'm going to add 8 cloves of garlic. Let those cook for a second. I'm really starting to smell the garlic now. I'm going to add a big handful of red chili flake. Let that cook. I've already salted this a little bit, but I'm going to add just a touch more salt. I'm smelling the garlic. It's really fragrant right now. I'm going to add some vodka. About a cup. Now I have some Italian seasoning. I'm going to put in about a 1/2 teaspoon. That's dried. In a few minutes here, I'm going to go out and pick some fresh oregano out of the garden. It came back from last year, which is really exciting. My chives have been going strong for about 4 years. Okay, so I have some petite diced tomatoes. And then some crushed tomatoes, a 28-ounce can, and then the other can is a 14.5-ounce can. Just mix that together. Now to this, I'm going to add, I'm going to fill this can halfway up. Oh, maybe 1/3 of the way. Give that a little stir. I don't want to waste any of that tomatoey goodness that's in that can. Okay, I'm going to add that to the sauce. I want this to be fairly creamy sauce. We're going to cook this for about 1/2 hour, so it should get nice and rich. Right, I'm going to let that cook uncovered for about 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to peel some shrimp, and hopefully my pasta water is boiling, and we can go from there. All right, see you soon. My vodka sauce has been cooking for about 20 minutes, and see how nice and thick it is. I just chopped up some oregano and some chives. Put those in, let those cook for about 10 minutes. I really want those flavors to infuse, and these are fresh from the garden. I have some basil growing inside that I've been nursing along for about a year, which I've never heard of a basil plant living that long. I peeled my shrimp, and I have some grated Parmesan. I tasted this a few minutes ago and need a little bit more salt, so I just added a tiny bit more salt. The Parmesan will add some good saltiness and richness to the sauce, but it wasn't quite there. So my sauce has been cooking. I was planning for 30 minutes, but I was being lazy. And so it's cooked for 40. It's nice and thick. I have my pasta that I cooked, and it's drained. I'm going to pour that in. Turn this up, and then I'm going to pour my shrimp in. My pasta's al dente, so I wanted to cook for a few minutes in the sauce. So this seems a little thick, so I reserved a cup of pasta water. I'm going to pour that in. And then make the sauce creamy. I'm going to put in a half a bag or 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan. And people tend to cook shrimp for several minutes, but I found when they just turn pink and then you let them set for a few minutes, they cook perfectly. So don't overcook your shrimp. They'll be nice and tender if you just let them go pink. Well, I think we're just about done. Once this turns, the shrimp are done. I'm just going to top it off with some shaved Parmesan and some shredded basil, and I think dinner's done. All right, I let the pasta cool off just a little bit. I'm just getting ready to serve up. I think I let that pasta go a minute too long. It's kind of falling apart, but it's still going to be good. Make sure we got plenty of shrimps in the pasta. Add some fresh basil and top that off. With some shredded Parmesan. All right, this is shrimp vodka sauce with rigatoni. Have a wonderful day.